Next year will be our last season. The network will be ending The Late Show in May. And yeah, I share your feelings.
Stephen Colbert stunning his viewers last month with the announcement CBS has pulled the plug on The Late Show, effective next May. Colbert took over The Late Show from David Letterman a decade ago and eventually became #1 in late night by taking a comedically confrontational tone with the new Trump administration. Many believe that played a role in the surprise cancellation of his show, as CBS parent company Paramount needed approval of the second Trump administration's FCC to close a massive media merger. Now, the South Carolina native who came up in the world of improv will turn to the next chapter in a career that includes an armful of Emmys, a pair of Peabody Awards, and even his own flavor of Ben & Jerry's ice cream. Stephen and I got together last year for a Sunday sit-down before the recent news about his show.
Hello?
Okay, cheers.
There you go.
Stephen Colbert likes an audience.
No one's chanting my name in here. My name isn't on a sign. There's no applause.
It's a little quiet, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm getting panicky.
Colbert holds court every night on The Late Show, where, yes, his name is on the sign.
I'm your host, Stephen Colbert, and I just want to say,
I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I was determined not to do a monologue. That was one of the first things.
your vote doesn't matter unless you're in a state that swings.
Now I wish I could do a 25-minute monologue every night.
Yeah.
Because that's it. That's what I love more than anything else.
Right.
But next May, Colbert will deliver his final Late Show monologue.
It's not just the end of our show, but it's the end of The Late Show on CBS. I'm not being replaced. This is all just going away.
Paramount citing financial concerns for the sudden end of the popular show, with skeptics blaming politics. The decision marks the end of an era for the 61-year-old who began his life in comedy while growing up in Charleston, South Carolina, the youngest of 11 children.
There was nowhere to go and all day to get there, nothing to buy, and nothing to buy it with.
So where does the comedy come in for you?
I'm the youngest of 11, and comedy was, it was a humorocracy. Whoever the funniest person was in the room at the moment was the king.
But the joy of a big family was shaken when Stephen was just 10 years old. His father and 2 older brothers were killed in a 1974 commercial plane crash, a tragedy that has shaped Colbert's life since.
You have become a very powerful voice for a lot of people around the world about grief and loss.
I'm glad that my experience in some ways meaningful to you and gives you some hope that there is spiritual nourishment that can come from accepting your grief and the circumstances of your life. It can give you a way to look at it that doesn't undermine you, but gives you a foundation on which to build. That acceptance, that seeing the world for all its cruel and radiant beauty. Some people think that grief itself is contagious, so they don't want to hear it or even address it. When in fact it's sort of paradoxical how addressing it doesn't make it darker. It actually opens the light.
Colbert left home for college, studying theater at Northwestern University, and finding comedy at Chicago's Improv Olympic and later Second City. He landed his first TV gig on The Dana Carvey Show, but it was canceled after just 1 season.
After a few minutes.
We also have a Cobb salad with a warm bacon cream dressing.
Were there times along the way there when you said, oh, maybe this isn't the thing for me long term? Or like, I should go to law school or something?
Every day. No, but really, right after I got married, I thought, oh, what have I done with my life? Like, I kind of want to have a family and some sort of normative life.
Right.
And I have what I think, charitably called a nervous breakdown. Actually, writing jokes with my friends is the thing that keeps me off the antidepressants.
Writing those jokes eventually began to pay the bills. In 1997, he was hired as a correspondent on The Daily Show.
If freshness is your only requirement, why not point the camera at a newly minted turd?
8 years later, Colbert and his satirical cable news blowhard character got their own show, The Colbert Report.
And Donald Trump, who tortures Gary Busey Sundays at 9 o'clock. That looks like a dream ticket right there.
It ran for nearly a decade, earning 7 Emmy Awards.
I certainly loved doing The Daily Show for the years that I got to do it with John before I moved over. But that was still, somebody else's gig.
So then what's the gig, Stephen, where you go, okay, I'm going to be all right. This is a steady job. I think I can make a life out of comedy.
Kind of the Colbert Report. I was 41. I remember when it looked like the Colbert Report was going to go, like it was going to last. And I was like, I can't believe how lucky I am. Not only am I doing this thing that I love, but I get to do it in the place that I love. I did this for 20 years before I got trusted with anything big.
Things got even bigger in 2015 when David Letterman stepped down from The Late Show on CBS, and Colbert stepped into a new role as himself.
I've always been acting up until that moment.
Right.
Yeah.
So then suddenly I was me.
So was that terrifying?
I'm not a huge fan of me, it turns out. All I knew about me was that I was Evie's husband. And so every night we had Evie someplace I could see her. And so I could look at her and go, all right, that's who I am. I'm her husband. That helped a lot.
Lately, Stephen and Evie have been working together in the kitchen. Their cookbook is a collection of family favorites from their shared hometown of Charleston.
The title of the book is Does This Taste Funny?, which is very clever. And we're talking about...
Thank you. I worked for Clever Central for many years.
Tell me about the genesis of this cookbook.
So during COVID, we were all stuck at home, like everybody was.
Yeah.
And our eldest daughter, who at the time was 26 or 25 or something like that, she goes, I'm not living at home with you as your child. This is going to be a roommate situation, and as such, I've made a chore wheel. And so one of the things on the chore wheel was everybody cooks a different night. We started rediscovering all these old recipes, these family recipes. Then somebody asked us to write a cookbook. We said, can I do it with Evie? Because it would be much more fun to do with her, because I could make her do all the work and still put my photo on the front.
Smart. Yep. Take the credit.
Yeah.
Married for more than 30 years with 3 adult children, Stephen and Evie know a good meal includes a great cocktail.
Welcome to the party.
Thank you so much. Have a little old-fashioned for you.
Let's start off with a drink. Yeah.
Mississippi 3.
Stephen have a heavy pour,
before
He does have a heavy pour.
I just noticed. Yeah.
I do a Mississippi 6.
Melt these 2 ice cubes apart.
Double.
What could possibly go wrong?
There you go.
This is all in the recipe, too. It's right in the book.
Just put it on.
But a lot of these come from your side of the family.
They do. A lot comes from
All
mine.
food comes from her side of the family.
Yeah, my grandmother's recipes, which some of them I didn't even remember because it's been a long time. But my family's been in Charleston for generations.
How much fun doing this book with your husband?
So much fun, actually. One of us does things on time, one of us doesn't. So I'd get mine all written, and then I'd be like, come on, you got to write your side of it. Come on.
Yeah.
What? No, that was me. That was me saying that to you.
Cheers to the book.
Thank you,
Congratulations.
Willie. Thank you so much.
Stephen and Evie's cookbook, Does This Taste Funny?, is available wherever you get your books. And the final episode of The Late Show will air in May. Our thanks again to Sir Henry's Cocktail Bar in New York for hosting our conversation. Don't forget to subscribe to the Sunday Sit-Down podcast to hear the full extended interview with Stephen Colbert. You can find that conversation wherever you get your podcasts, or just scan the QR code right there on your screen.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.